So the story behind my diagnosis was about 18 years ago. I was diagnosed with this particular disease called primary biliary cholangitis through some routine blood work. I was really pretty much symptom-free for a very long time. So, you know, when you feel well, you don't really worry that much about what's going on. But, you know, I had tests every 6 months to a year, sonograms, MRIs to show what the progression of the disease was. And over the years, it was progressing.
So when Grayson was born, one of our first red flags was that he had different colored hair and skin. So there was like hypopigmentation on one side of his face and head. And shortly after, at about 5 months old, we discovered that he had a heart murmur.
I am in stage 4 fibrosis, which is about the worst stage you could be in, and also have liver cirrhosis, which is all autoimmune. In the beginning, I'd say the first 10 years, I was in a little bit of probably a denial as to what the outcome of this could be. Because if it's left untreated, what would happen is your bile ducts of your liver are they get scarred and destroyed, and then you go into liver failure.
Grayson has a couple tumors in his brain, and he also has a tumor growing around his right retina. So those are all the manifestations that this disease presented with in him.
One of the big stressors is the financial part of this, and the fear that somehow, you know, I'm not going to get this help.
With Grayson, you can't bring home the medication until you pay the company, the pharmacy, thousands of dollars.
Each year, millions of people who have health insurance are unable to afford their co-payments, co-insurance, deductibles, and other out-of-pocket expenses for critical treatment. According to a 2021 Urban Institute report, nearly 13 million adults delayed or did not get needed prescription drugs because of cost. The Assistance Fund is an independent charitable patient assistance organization whose mission is to provide underinsured people living with life-threatening, chronic, and rare diseases access to critical treatment through financial assistance, education, and advocacy.
I had to go on a new prescription plan, and the cost went up from like a $6,000 copay to an $8,000 payment every month. With my insurance, they pay about half of that, about $4,000, and the Assistance Fund has been gracious enough to pick up everything else.
The Assistance Fund helps us pay for the copay of Grayson's medication to manage his seizures.
I live pretty much a normal life. I love being retired. I really am busy. I can't even believe it. I don't know how I worked before. I try to stay active. I either go to the gym or play pickleball on really almost on a daily basis. You know, I join the book club and I play cards. My husband and I go on little, just exploring the areas.
If we didn't get the assistance from the Assistance Fund, Steph would have probably had to make a decision about going back to work a little bit sooner than she would have liked to help pay for everything. But because we have gotten the assistance, she's been able to take the time off so far to manage everything else going on with Grayson's condition. She does the doctor's appointments, the follow-ups, she keeps the calendar, the therapies that he has to do 2-3 times a week. So it's allowed her the ability to not have to go back to work and to actually have time to support Grayson in his development.
Thanks to the Assistance Fund that I am even able to take this medication. The organization has really given me the gift of life.